They say everything happens for a reason, but I suspect everything happens for a Reese's. Like this commercial break. Did you need 15 seconds away from music or 15 seconds to eat a Reese's? Perhaps it's true. Everything happens for a Reese's.
This podcast is brought to you by Colgate Total. We take oral health as seriously as you take sports. That's why Colgate Total Active Prevention uses advanced technology to help prevent oral health problems like cavities and gingivitis before they start. It's clinically proven to provide 24-hour antibacterial protection with twice daily brushing after 4 weeks of use. So get a winning routine and prevent oral health problems before they start. Shop Colgate Total Active Prevention at a retailer near you.
The Emmy Award-winning HBO original series Hard Knocks Training Camp brings viewers into the preseason with unparalleled access to the reigning Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. Go behind the scenes with Sam Darnold, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and the legendary Dark Side defense as they prepare to make another run at the NFL title. See how the best in the world take the hype and pressure head-on. Your football fix starts here with the personalities and challenges that define a championship team. Bonds will be built. Bloopers will be captured. Hard Knocks Training Camp with the Seattle Seahawks premieres Tuesday, August 4th at 9 p.m. on HBO Max.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to New Heights, a Jukes Original show presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment, a show where we pressure NFL coaches into running the quarterback sneak or any version of the sneak on fourth down.
I mean, why not? It's the most beautiful play of all time.
Beautiful indeed. We are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelce. This is my big brother, Jason Kelce, both NFL vets. And New Heights has a new episode coming to you every Wednesday. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcast, and follow the show on social media at New Heights Show.
All righty, coming up on this episode, the Eagles are the last unbeaten team in the NFL. We Eagles. Who would have thunk?
Not me.
Also, Chiefs looking good. Back on that horse.
You
Impressive.
thought.
Well,
You thought.
we're going to get back into that as well as some media criticism and maybe a fun surprise. But first, as always, news from New Heights. We got our second primetime shout-out, Trav.
Woo!
I know you were playing. I watched it happen live. I got to say, it's pretty cool to get shouted out on primetime television.
It is pretty cool, man. Especially by, the ones that have been doing it for such a long time, the guys that are the best at doing it, man. Like Mike Tirico,
For sure. I mean,
Collinsworth, who's been doing it for
I
years.
will say Tirico seemed like he was genuinely excited about it. He thought it was good. I don't think Collinsworth it didn't seem like he really thought it was as good as.
I don't know if he's a podcast guy. He is, or a talk show kind of guy. Maybe.
Well, I think I will say I think he is. I don't know if he owns the majority stake, but he's definitely involved in PFF. So I think your little PFF conspiracy might have skewed his opinions about this podcast and its legitimacy.
Well, that's not nice. It's just a
I think,
conspiracy. Nobody really believes what I said, do they?
I sure don't. Chris, if you're watching, we're not just spouting conspiracies, and thank you for the shout out. Next bit of news. Travis, it's your birthday. Well, not today, but when this airs, it'll be your birthday. What do you think, man? The big 33, Larry Bird.
Grant
How you
Hill,
feeling?
baby. Woo! 3-3. Man, these legs feel like they're 25, baby. Especially after a win like that, man. That was fun. And then, birthdays are always fun. I can't get excited for my own birthday, man. I'm here for everybody else's, man. But when it's mine, I get real. It's just fade off into the background. But
I understand.
Yeah, I don't like to go crazy on my birthday. I like to just be around friends and family. That's it.
Yeah, after 21, birthdays are
having people sing happy birthday to me is one of the most awkward feelings ever. Like that feeling for me is just like for the 10 seconds I'm just sitting there like,
all right, here we go. I guess we're gonna ride this. We all know how this ends, and we're all just gonna continue it.
Dude, I don't know why. I feel like that, but it is just awkward for me. So
I don't think you're alone in that. I think that's pretty much everybody who's ever had that sung to them, outside of a child. All right. New
What
heights.
else
I
we
guess
got?
I'll plug I got to plug my own deal right now. We Underdog apparel line finally launched.
Yes, sir.
Foundation apparel line. Yeah.
I'm pumped about it. I can't wait to get mine.
Yeah, well, I mean,
wearing it loud and proud.
Website's live, so you can go and buy it whenever you're ready to.
Proud supporter over here.
Yeah, underdogphl.com. We finally, it's been a long time in the making, over a year now. Really, really excited to see the kids' lives that this affects in the Philadelphia area, and also just bring joy and pride to the city of Philadelphia. I think, that's the main reason we kind of came up with the apparel line is one, to have fun, and two, to make some positive change for our future.
Heck
so
yeah.
If you're out there, Philadelphia fans, why not don some great shirts and maybe a fanny pack, whatever suits your needs for some charity. Go to underdogphl.com or underdogphl social media sites to check out the merch. Thanks for the support. And in other news, we're still the number one podcast in the world. How about that? Well, number one sports podcast. Man. I know.
Feels
Thanks
good to
all
be
of
number
you.
one, man.
We didn't know. It feels great, especially because we're not very good at it. And for some reason, you guys like listening to it. So thank you for listening to us.
You keep coming back, man. I don't get it, but thank you.
In honor of all of you watching and commenting and subscribing and rating, we're going to read some comments. First comment is from Austin Cruelty. That is a rough last name. The Kelce Brothers podcast, New Heights, is a great listen if you're tired of hearing McAfee tell stories about punting.
Hey, come on now.
It's not nice.
This isn't that kind of show.
Not nice.
Not that kind of show. We pump up everybody, especially Pat McAfee, and his stories are electric.
Yeah, Pat talks about a lot of stuff. He's an unbelievable personality. Anything from football to wrestling to gambling. Pat's got pretty much all your bases covered. So we here at the New Heights podcast are amazing fans of the Pat McAfee show. He's incredible.
I think what Austin is actually saying, I don't think he's taking a shot at Pat. I think he's actually saying, it's a solid listen if, you're into that kind of show, like a NFL style show. So shout out to Austin. I appreciate the love, man.
Oh, I didn't read it that way. Okay, cool.
All right. I don't think he was actually taking a shot at Pat. It's a great show. It's a great listen. I listen to Pat McAfee show all the time.
He wasn't being cruel. See what I did there?
It's pretty good.
The next comment we have is from Mom, at Donna Kelce. I love you both just the same.
Mom, she's so sweet, man. What a saint.
Yeah, she's sweet. It's a sweet thing to say. I don't know if I believe it, but it's a sweet thing to say. I think we know which one she loves more. She's already mentioned it. All right, here we go.
Love you too, Mom.
And then thank you to everyone who's been listening and subscribing, commenting, posting anything. Speaking of posting, we got our first bit of fan art last week.
Ooh.
We got a little sexy Batman post.
Sexy Batman. You got a repost off of that, I believe.
I did. I had to correct everyone. There was a little bit of artwork error.
Error? It's a cartoon.
Yeah. Well,
it's his own expression of you.
I'm just saying I just want to make sure that we're not lying to viewers or listeners or anybody watching the show. I like to be very transparent in who I am as a human being in person. Yeah, I think we're done talking about this.
Keep going. You're in it, dude. You're in it. You might as well say. I got
nothing else to say.
Jason thought that the bulge on sexy Batman in the picture was very generous. He even tweeted. He threw it up on the Instagram story. So it's his interpretation of Jason or of sexy Batman being Jason. So.
You never know. Maybe sexy Batman's wearing a cup to protect the boys underneath. I know I've seen myself in football pants a lot. Man, never once have I looked like that.
All right. And time for the 12 bold topics to wrap up week 4 in the NFL, starting off with both of our games. How we do this, as always, Jason will tee up the topics on my game, and I'll tee up all the topics on his game. Start with the Sunday night showdown, baby.
Yeah, man. You guys rebounded in amazing fashion from your last week's first loss to the Colts.
Electric.
I think the show's going to be a little more fun this week. 41-31 over the Bucs. The last time you guys faced, obviously, didn't end up so great for the Chiefs.
Yeah,
it was the Super Bowl championship for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa Bay.
COVID year, man.
How did it feel? How'd the game feel? It was awesome to watch. You guys looked electric coming out right out of the gates. Got out to, a 21 3-point lead at one point in the first quarter, maybe. That was it was a great, great game to watch. What did it feel like?
Exactly what you said. Electric, man. Absolutely electric. I was talking about last week about how we were, I don't want to say dead, but we didn't have the energy on the sideline that we wanted. And I mentioned it numerous times. I could have been better in terms of a leader and showing that, because that energy is infectious, and the number one way to show energy is to play your tail off, man. Go out there and just play as hard as you can on every single play. When you get the ball, run as hard as you can. Show that when you get knocked down, get up as fast as you can. Show that you have a sense of urgency to remain on attack at all times. And that's what you saw. You saw running backs flying downhill. You saw offensive line getting the second level. You saw wide receivers and tight ends getting involved in the run game, and when guys caught the ball into the pass game and things like that. And then you saw dialed in, very well prepped, very well thought out Patrick Mahomes, man. You could tell that guy was dialed in from the beginning of the week. And
he was so impressive.
He was on fire, man. When he's out there making plays like that, that just means he's comfortable. He's seeing he understands what he's seeing, and he understands how the defense is coming at him. And he can just go back there and just be himself, man. And man, that's a fun dude to play with when he's playing like that.
Yeah, he's fun to watch when he is just dialed in and on point. But man, you really know he's fun to watch when he's going off the cuff and just making these unbelievable plays. That play down in the red zone where he scrambled out to his right, spin move, finger roll for the touchdown. Like Nick Van Exel.
It was like the sidestep jumper in the end.
Yeah.
It was like,
oh, dude. Yeah,
it was
very
man.
nice.
It was saucy.
So what do you think led to the difference this week? Why were you guys so much more amped up?
I think it was the sour taste in our mouth. I think it was a combination
from the Colts game or from the Super Bowl.
This is a completely different game. I don't think this was a Super Bowl rematch. I don't think it was that kind of mentality. I think the guys that were the people that were in the building that were here when we played in the Super Bowl, they might have had a sour taste in our mouth from that game, but it's two completely different teams. So did
Andy talk about it at all? Did he bring up the Super Bowl game at all during the week?
It was all figuring out how we don't put ourselves in that position or how we don't make the mistakes that we made last week against the Colts. It was a complete move-on game from the Colts and trying to make sure that we never put ourselves or put what we put out on tape.
So it didn't feel good at all, because I know the last time you, in particular, you had a lot of yards against the Bucs in that Super Bowl game. But what did it feel like for you to be back out on the field? Like, did you feel vindicated a little bit going out there and having the game that you did? I know you were rough on yourself last week. Yeah. Dropped a big touchdown pass, but this week, almost 100 yards, touchdown.
You just had to bring it up.
Unbelievable game.
No, I 100%. I think it goes back to saying how I had that sour taste in my mouth. Anytime I play bad against a team, the next opportunity I get to play that team, I am fired up, man. I'm ready to get going. They didn't get my best fight. I'm going to give them my best fight, and I'm going to prepare so that my opportunities that I do get, I'm ready for. With that being said, it was good to feel that after the game, that the fact that I had gave them. I feel like I got the better of the matchups across the board, and that we came out with a win and we came out with energy, and I led my team to victory, or I helped lead my team to victory, and that feeling is the best feeling after a game.
Yeah, you guys all led your team to victory.
100%.
You guys, in every phase, it seemed like everybody was fired up. It was a very fun game to watch on the Chiefs' behalf. We talked about your stats from this past week. For someone that never played tight end growing up, what's it feel like to be one of the all-time leaders in receiving yards? You're at 5 right now, all-time in receiving yards in tight ends. You finally passed Gronk. So what's that feel like?
It's crazy, man. And I honestly, going from number 6 on that list to 5 on that list really doesn't change for me. I think being recognized or being in that group of guys right there, because it's an honor, man. And it was an honor when I was at 6 and Gronk was ahead of me, because I look at Gronk as one of the best to ever do it. It takes me back to when I was in college and nobody knew that guy, Travis Kelce. Nobody knew that guy. And I was hoping.
Who's that guy?
Who is that guy?
Who's that guy?
That guy?
He's a quarterback. He's a quarterback from Cleveland Heights.
He's a quarterback that moved to tight end, that didn't take football serious. Didn't take it perfect.
Got his shoulders hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I was nothing in terms of on anybody's radar in the NFL outside of Cincinnati Bearcat fans or Cleveland Heights fan, like Cleveland sports, high school sports. Nobody knew who I was. And moving into my senior year, nobody knew who I was. And having to switch that dial and turn it into something, that you could be proud of. Reading those guys' names off and thinking that one day I could be a part of, that group of guys, listed on a sheet of paper, accomplishing the things that they've accomplished. That was all a dream, man. It was nothing but a fantasy, and trying to
almost didn't feel realistic.
No, it did at that point in my life, not a chance. I mean, nobody even knew who I was. So it was just, me dreaming and trying to figure out exactly how to get to that point. To be honest, it started with just eliminating all the distractions in my life. What was distracting me from being a great football player? My focus on the field. Where is your focus on the field? Is it on the defense? What if I'm not understanding the defensive side of the ball, how am I going to be good at what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Another distraction, off the field. What are you doing when you're not in the facility? Are you treating yourself like a professional athlete? Are you showing people that you want to take this opportunity and turn it into a profession, knowing that you're in school and you're being evaluated? I wasn't showing any of that. And my focus sure as heck wasn't on the things that it needed to be on when I was practicing, when I was in a game. So eliminating distractions, taking the party aspect out of it. I stopped going into bars. I stopped hanging out.
Stop lying. You stopped going into bars? Come on now. I promise
you. I swear you can ask anybody at the University of Cincinnati, brother.
You're going into bars now, though. Like, what are you talking about? The bars didn't have nothing to do with it.
I think that the scene of what I was going through in college was I had too much fun, and I was easily pulled away from what I needed to focus on. So the being in that scene, there was always another party. There was always another social event to go to, and there was always less time for me to focus on what I needed to focus on. That being said, focusing and directing my life in a way that would set me up and let me be prepared to be accountable on the field. So I started learning more about football. I started learning more about defenses. I started understanding why we're calling these plays instead of just getting in a huddle and calling a play. I started understanding how to fundamentally get after a guy in the run game, how to fundamentally get open in the pass game, be friendly to the quarterback. All these things are the decisions that you make. It starts with how am I going to approach this day when I wake up? And I approached my day completely different, knowing that it was my last opportunity to even get on a radar so I could get a chance at being in the NFL.
Yeah, I guess let's go into your background for the listeners that don't know. So Travis, coming out of high school as a quarterback, goes to Cincinnati. In his second year at Cincinnati, he has the unfortunate circumstance of getting drug tested for marijuana on a NCAA test. So he's suspended for a full year.
They got me.
Kicked off of the team. Had to earn his way back. Once he gets back, he's moved to tight end, and he deals with some injuries. Gets a shoulder injury here. So really, for your entire college career, you really only played one full season, which was your senior year.
Correct. Yep.
And I remember that time because I was there for most of it outside of your last 2 years.
Right.
And I think what you went through was one of the best things that could have happened to you. I really do. I think adversity is a strength. I think adversity makes people better, makes people stronger, makes people aware of and humble enough that this whole thing can be gone, and it makes you appreciative.
100% it does.
You know, I feel bad for, you know, in some cases, the 5-star rival recruit who has an unbelievable college career, then goes to the pros and is drafted first overall, and has to figure that life lesson out later. You and I were both fortunate to deal with that early on in college, and in a way that really wasn't, you know, that we could come back from.
Mm-hmm.
It was at the right point in our careers, and it really helped us. And you know, but you were always going to be up there. Your talent alone at tight end was always going to be well suited. How did you feel when they first told you were going to be a tight end?
Honestly, when I got moved to tight end, it was a punch to the gut, man. I always dreamed about being a quarterback, not only in college but in the NFL. But I think that once I started playing the position, I really found a love for the game that I didn't have before, and there was just a lot more stuff that I could do that I was a lot more comfortable with. There was a physical aspect that I genuinely and thoroughly enjoyed. And then on top of that, I had immediate success with it. You know, my first couple years at quarterback, I was getting screamed at by Brian Kelly for not throwing the ball. So it was a completely different practice. You know, it was kind of like a praise during practice instead of me just getting screamed at by an angry man with a red face. Once I found that love for it, my passion for the game changed. My passion for, you know, coming into the facility and wanting to get better changed, and I just ran with it, and it was a blast. Those 2 years I played in college, I still got a good relationship with a lot of the guys that were in that building, and it really catapulted me to feel comfortable on the field because of how much harder I was working to be great at tight end, for sure. Because at quarterback, I was given a package. I wasn't. It was an interesting scenario. You know, it wasn't just, oh, he's the quarterback. It was kind of like, all right, he's a running guy. Let's try and figure out how we can make him or put him in the offense. And once I moved to tight end, I was on the field every single play, and I was out there having a blast, hitting guys, making big plays, and I've just been running with it ever since.
Yeah, I think the vast majority of guys in the NFL have changed position at some point or another, and I don't think that that's surprising, to say the least. I think changing positions is great, and if there's any young guys out there that are upset about changing position, whether you're in Pee-wee, high school, college, the NFL, embrace it, man. I used to play linebacker, running back, played receiver at one point. Travis played quarterback for a long time before he moved over to tight end. I know so many teammates of mine, especially offensive linemen, that have been skill position players before.
Mm-hmm.
This game has a way of finding the position that suits you and is geared towards your skill set. And the more you fight it, I've seen guys fight it and it just hasn't worked out.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The guys that embrace it and really take on the new position, not only are you usually more skilled and talented for that position, but also you carry over that frame of reference in the position you just had.
100%.
You know, when I play center, I think about and I think feel
run gaps
where linebackers are aligned. You know what I mean? Like I was like, when I was a linebacker, if I lined over there, it was because we were doing this. If I lined up here, it's because we were doing this. And I carry that over into what I do.
1,000%
and I guarantee
do
it's the same thing. Yeah, at tight end. I mean, can you imagine thinking of being a route runner in a tight end, but also thinking about it from the perspective of a quarterback? That's a tremendous strength.
1,000%. I see. And on top of that, just being in that locker room, or not being in that locker room, but being in that skill position, like meeting, hearing what they're being taught.
Yep.
What do we like? We're running this high-low on the flat defender. Well, yeah, you need to run your flat as fast as you can to try and absorb the flat defender so that we can throw over the top and get a big gain.
Right.
Instead of just, I got to run this flat route.
I'm just going to run a flat.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's more intention
1,000%.
to it, and you take it over, and then on top of that, understanding the duress that he's at back there. How fast he needs to get rid of the ball. A lot of stuff is going through his head. So how can I get open as friendly and as fast as possible, to make his job easier? So
we've talked enough about you being as great as you are. I think you're the best tight end ever. Who's on your tight end Mount Rushmore?
Don't do this, man. You're going to make me select 3. You already mentioned it.
There's 4 tight ends.
Yeah, I know.
Unless you're putting yourself on there, which
I'm there.
I mean, you are there, but
I think
you're going to put yourself there, though.
Yeah, 100%. I'm there. If there's a tight end Mount Rushmore, I better be on it, man.
I agree with you. Who are the other 3? Who are the other 3?
I'll say it like this. If you're going to have a Mount Rushmore, you're leaving some guys off. So I don't want anybody to get butthurt here.
Of course.
I don't want anybody to feel like I'm going to disrespect them by not putting them up there. But first off is Kellen Winslow Sr. He was the first of that breed, that air raid offense, to be able to throw the tight end all the time. I think he changed the game. It gave a different perspective to what the tight end position could be. I think Tony Gonzalez, year in, year out, has a full just career full of just unbelievable plays and just changed position. Again, a guy that made it possible to be the number 1 option as a tight end. And then this is where it gets tricky. This is where it gets tricky.
It gets tricky. You either go with somebody from the modern era, right?
1,000%. You can't just keep going back there. And the only guy from the modern era that I would put up there definitely is Rob Gronkowski. You got to put Gronk on the Mount Rushmore.
Go Gronk. You're going Gronk over Antonio Gates, Shannon Sharp.
See, this is why I didn't want to do this.
Jason Witten.
This is why I didn't want to do this, man. Gronk was one of the most dominant football players to ever play this game when he was on the field. In his prime, you could not touch that dude. And it was week in, week out. You could see how teams were defending him. Didn't matter. He was getting bracketed. Tom still threw it up to him, and he made the play.
All right.
He inspired me a lot when I made that transition into the tight end room. I saw it. I saw exactly how this tight end position could have success, and I try to emulate a lot of that. So he's, in my opinion, on there without a doubt.
All righty.
And then without me giving any reason why, I'm on there too.
There's the Mount Rushmore tight ends in Travis Kelce's eyes. Last bit of the game, obviously, we've had our fair share of quarterback sneak discussions on this podcast. You guys went with the tight end sneak.
Woo!
It's
been in the playbook for a while.
Well, but is somebody in Kansas City listening to the pod? I mean,
we might have
on the 1 yard line.
We might have a few listeners.
Talk about how Pat's got weird hips, might hurt himself running QB sneak, and all of a sudden, little misdirection to Travis Kelce.
Misdirection. Pat was literally, for those that didn't see the game, we were in a formation where it was 2 tight ends. The other tight end, Noah Gray, other tight end on the field, Noah Gray, went in motion. As he's in motion, Pat is screaming to the left side of the formation, pointing, saying, I don't know what. I didn't even hear what he said. I just heard his voice in the background, and I see the entire defense looking the direction that he's pointing. He didn't do this in practice. He didn't do this.
It's the oldest trick in the book. Hey,
look
over there.
Boop. Backdoor sneak. Every time.
I
got the defense sitting on their heels, man.
I can't help but think that we've become the podcast of the sneak, quarterback, tight end, anybody. So I think we had a hand in that touchdown. I really do.
Sneaky good. It's sneaky good, man.
All righty.
Shout out to Noah Gray. And by the way, that touchdown was also it's been in the playbook for about 2 years now. Ever since Pat got injured, we've been doing it.
But why hasn't he called it yet? If it's been in there for 2 years.
It was for the Belldozer. Blake Bell. Blake Bell got banged up this preseason, but his play still lives on. And it's just next man.
They still haven't called it in 2 years. What are they waiting for?
What do you mean? Yes, they have. Are you kidding
said
me?
They haven't. You said it's been in there for 2 years, but you haven't called it.
No, it's been in there for 2 years. We've called it numerous times.
Oh, okay.
We just haven't called it with Noah.
Got it. Well, good job, Noah. And Andy, keep listening to the pod.
Eagles 29, Jaguars 21.
Yeah.
The Eagles are the last unbeaten team, man. 4-0's gotta feel good.
Who would have thought?
God, 4-0's gotta feel good, man. I'll tell you what, I didn't call that. I didn't see it coming, man. You guys
didn't
are.
Think we could do this?
I did. I think there was a lot of question about what you guys were capable of doing coming into the year. You know, there's a lot of high expectations, but there's still a lot of questions. You know, we haven't seen this offense go, but now we have, and it is fun to watch, brother. Even in a rainy, was it sleet? Was it okay? How bad was it?
Just cold rain.
It's just cold rain.
It was wet, cold. It had been raining all day.
All game too?
Enough. All game. There was something coming on. It got worse in the second half.
Man.
The surface wasn't that bad, luckily, but it was hard on the – dude, as somebody who handles the ball, there is nothing more nerve-wracking than a ball that is soaking wet.
Yeah.
I mean, every snap, I'm just like, please do not please make this get back.
Don't
to
beat
jail.
this guy. Don't beat that guy.
Please let this happen. We had one snap issue. Wasn't the fault of the rain. It was my own fault. Thought he was doing the
talking
cadence.
to the football guys.
Wasn't doing the cadence, but bro, rain games are nerve-wracking for centers, to say the least.
Before we get into the full game breakdown, you got to talk to me, man. Everyone's asking about the popcorn, baby. Did you eat all of the popcorn? That's definitely the biggest bag of popcorn I could say I've ever seen.
So that popcorn was actually Wyatt's. My
Baby Y.
Baby Y. Baby Y turned 3 years old on Sunday. So Big Swoop gave her the biggest bag of popcorn you could ever ask. And after the game, it was my duty to make sure that big popcorn bag made it home. We did not eat all of it, but my daughter and I did love that popcorn. Thank you to Swoop and the Eagles for making my daughter's day.
Yes, special. Swoop. Gotta love it, man. So the popcorn wasn't fully, but it all right. Jags went up 14 early, but the Eagles rallied back off of 29 unanswered points. That second quarter, man, you guys just exploded. I think had 20 in the second quarter alone, if I remember correctly, man. But that was fun, man. The first double-digit deficit. Was it nice to seeing the team really rally back? I mean, we were talking about handling adversity. Last week with the Chiefs in Indy. How are you feeling about how your team handled that situation?
I feel great. I mean, whenever you can come back down 14 early, we threw a pick six first drive of the game. Those are difficult things to come back from. And defense stepped up big, played another phenomenal game. And the offense got it together there in the second half and ended up finishing with a really strong attack in the run game, which we had to do with the conditions the way they were. Yeah. Man, adversity, we talked about earlier this pod, talked about last week, such a great thing for you. You don't want it when it's there, but all great teams find a way to come out on top. Every team is going to go through adversity, going to be down points. The best teams find a way to stay right in the area you need to be to get it done in the end. It ain't all you can hit. All right, we've done enough Rocky. We've done enough Rocky.
Oh, now we've done enough Rocky? You're going to wait till Philly's done enough Rocky, man. Come out with another one, baby. All right. So any weather game stories, man? It was bad weather. We were talking about the conditions, but you got any good weather game stories?
The best weather game story I got is the Snow Bowl from 2013. Ooh. It was we went out for warm-ups, and there's nothing on the ground. And all of a sudden we come back out for the game, and it is covered. I mean, covered. 6 inches of snow. It's a blizzard, full-on blizzard.
It just kept coming down, too. It did not stop.
The Lions were wearing white. So I'm literally in my stance. I look up, and I cannot see the secondary. I couldn't see the safeties. I'm like, dude, this is a competitive advantage if I've ever seen one. And luckily in the second half, LaShawn McCoy somehow found a way to be the only person that could get traction. I remember we would go
unbelievable game.
Oh, it's crazy. It was
unbelievable.
It was like a storybook game. And that's why, dude, weather games are the best. They're annoying at the time, but there's something about whether it's rain, mud, snow, it makes the game like magical a little bit. Like it becomes much more a game.
Dramatic, yeah.
Yeah, it really does. And man, this last one with the Jags was so physical. I mean, you had to be, and they have a great run defense. They have unbelievable.
They got a bunch of
D-line
athletes,
front.
man. A bunch of athletes, a bunch of first-round picks that are just flying around right now.
Yeah, they were the number one rush defense in the NFL through the first 3 weeks, and they were there for a reason. I mean, these guys are stout up front, and we knew in order to be competitive in a rain game, you got to be able to run the ball. You're going to have to be able to somehow find a way to get it done. And
talking about being stout, talking about being stout, Jeff Stoutland.
Jeff Stoutland.
Is he the GOAT? You guys just at the number one run defense in the league, and you guys just walked them.
I don't like using the term GOAT. I feel like everybody uses the term GOAT. GOAT, whatever.
Him.
Yeah. Stout's amazing. He's regarded as one of the best, if not the best, offensive line coaches in the business for a reason. Whether it's his teaching, his schematics, how he game plans, all of that is important. But man, what I really think makes Jeff Stoutland incredible is his mentality each and every day, his consistency, his energy, his passion.
Man,
you can't go into a meeting with Jeff Stoutland and think that you're going to be just, I'm just here, not paying attention. He's going to ask you a question.
You ain't watching movies, bud.
And if you're not ready to answer that question, he is going to you're not
eat you alive, man.
Oh my gosh,
I love that, man. I love a good O-line coach, man. There's few individuals that can control 300-pound behemoths like that. And it takes a special man. We got one too in Andy Heck, but Jeff Stoutland's obviously one of the best.
Great. Andy Heck is a great coach. I have a lot of respect for him, but we're not just talking about any offensive line coach with Jeff Stoutland. I'm telling you, that guy's energy, how he gets the most out of his players, his relentlessness to put his players in good positions, his relentlessness to coach us. He is so passionate, and he gets the best out of everyone. He believes in every player he coaches. We've faced so many injuries, so much adversity. Jason Peters going down on a Super Bowl run. We've had numerous guys going down, and then guys come out of nowhere. Nate Herbig, Jack Driscoll this past week. He finds a way to get players to play good football. And that's why, I hate the freaking term GOAT, but if there is one, it's Jeff Stoutland.
He's a legend, man. He's a legend. You've had a few. Howard Mudd.
Just two in the NFL. Howard Mudd and Jeff Stoutland.
Legends.
Howard Mudd was unbelievable as well.
He was out there coaching you in a cane, man.
Yeah, in a cane, had to get around on a golf cart.
That's when you know you love it, man.
He was
God.
Exactly. He was a special man too. No longer with us, unfortunately.
R.I.P.
But really gave me my shot in the NFL with Andy Reid. Howard was an incredible man. Had a way of making complex things appear simple. I'd go, he'd say, Howard, how do I block a shade? And he's, how do you walk through a door? And I'm like, you go up to the door and you walk through it. I'm like, Howard, you've given me nothing. Go walk through the door, Jason. All right. Meanwhile, a 340-pound man's trying to run me over. Pretty sure a door doesn't move, Howard. Anyways, I'm serious. How do you block the end? Go out there and shake his hand.
Don't make this rocket science, ladies and gentlemen.
But seriously, you know what? Howard, that was Howard's gift. Jeff's unbelievable strength was his passion and energy and unrelentless amount of coaching and passion he has for his players. Howard's gift was making extremely complex things appear simple. So in the middle of a game, when things aren't going well, you know what's going on in the back of my head? Shake his hand. You know what? I'm going to go shake the fuck out of this guy's hand and block him. Love you, Howard.
Moving on to player insights and NFL stories across the league. You know, we touch on everything that is NFL. Stephen A. went off on Baker Mayfield this week, man. And I love both of those guys, but quote unquote, you look awful.
I love Baker Mayfield.
You
Stephen
look
A's
awful.
You talking about me?
No. I'm just saying his quote.
Oh, you're saying Stephen A's quote. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was like, I don't think I look that bad. I know I'm not as stylish. My heat doesn't work right now, which is why I'm in a full fleece and sweaty hat.
This guy, man.
It's 48 degrees in here.
It's 48 degrees in Philly right now?
It was cold. We got the hurricane coming up. Hurricane Ian, fucking asshole, came up here and made it 48 degrees in the middle of October. It's not been fun.
Man.
Stephen A. and Baker. What happened?
Stephen A. Smith went off on Baker Mayfield. Quote unquote, you look awful. You do not look like the starting quarterback in the NFL or the National Football League.
That's a rough assessment.
Yeah.
It's not
I love both of those guys. And I know Stephen A. has a job, but man, he definitely threw a dagger at him for sure.
Well, I mean, that's literally Stephen A.'s job.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Yeah.
What's your take? What's your take on media criticism? And
well, we do.
You ever take it? I was about to say, do you ever taking it personal outside of the Mike Lombardi?
I think anytime you hear criticism, your initial response is to be defensive.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. That's probably the initial response. But man, I really think having been through media criticism before, having been on the other side of comments like this, man, the reality is you write the narrative as the player.
1,000%, brother.
The media guy is going to write whatever you go out there and do. If you go out there and ball out, nobody's writing an article about how awful you are. And that's just the cold-hearted truth of the matter. You know, obviously a lot goes into a quarterback playing well. And, but man, as a player, I really do believe you go out there and you write the narrative. You go out there and show who you are every time you step out on that field. And as hard as it is sometimes, all you can do is just keep trying to get better, keep trying to improve. As rough and cold-hearted as the media can be at times, man, you got to take that and use it as either fuel
it, man,
or just ignore it. Or whatever works best for you. But you can't let it compound and make you play worse or make you, get in your head and make you start believing that crap. You got to have the self-confidence. You know, I was really fortunate in Philadelphia to have a coach that believed in me when I was going through all this stuff. And that was a comforting feeling that my coach still had my back and was stout. And knowing that he was like, all you got to do is this, this, and this. Went out there, did that, and all of a sudden you start playing better. And then you start playing better. Then you start playing better. And then all of a sudden the narrative changes. So, Baker, I hope you start playing better. I hope you start balling out so that Stephen A. has to eat those words. I always root for the player in the long run, although I don't have anything against Stephen A. either. That's part of this business. You got to be able to take the criticism and know that you write the narrative.
Couldn't have said it better myself, brother.
NFL offenses explained. Coming off the Bucs win, Juju weighed in. His quote was, he's learned more these last few months in Kansas City than he did in all 5 years in Pittsburgh. He said Reed makes you see the whole field and manages the why picture to understanding how to read defenses. Do you think there's a big difference in offenses in the NFL? What does it take to be a part of the Eagles-Chiefs offense?
I think Juju is always. I don't know. I think Juju might have been exaggerating a little bit. I do believe that Coach Reed has a huge emphasis on the intentions of the play caller, and to understand that, you have to understand what's going on the defensive side of the ball. So if other teams aren't doing that, they should probably start doing that, right. Because that has a lot to do. What I do has a lot to do on, or is predicated on, what the defense is doing, if that makes sense. So I can definitely see where Juju's coming from, because I've been a part of this offense for 10 years now, and my attention is on everything that the defense is doing and the intentions of the play caller and why we're calling each and every play on certain situations. But I think that it takes a little bit more want to say mental acuity, if that's the right word, but I think it takes a lot more, a more broad scheme of things. You know, you're not just running paper routes. You know,
Right.
you're not just my route on each and every single play has an exact meaning. It's either to get open, to get somebody else open, you know, to be in the right position at the right time for the quarterback. It has more it's more in depth than just what's on this play call. You know what I mean? Or what's on this play sheet. So I can see where he's coming from. And I do think that an offense like this takes it to challenges you mentally a little bit more than others would.
Yeah, I guess I do think, first of all, I think that this comment is less about speaking poorly on Pittsburgh's offense and more just emphasizing how great of a teacher Andy Reid is and how unbelievable he is at educating his players to make them better at their specific positions. But I do think different offenses lend themselves to being more suited for either, receivers, quarterbacks, running game, offensive line. What are the big differences between different types of offenses? You know, obviously you guys run a West Coast offense with Andy Reid.
It's like a West Coast, spread combination now. It initially was West Coast when I got here under Alex Smith and Jamal Charles. Single back formations, a lot of two tight end sets, inside, outside zone, power every now and then. But for the most part,
you're throwing that ball.
Yeah.
You're airing it out. And,
we're trying to stretch the defense.
Yeah, and I think, receivers and tight ends need to know a lot more about coverages, potentially need to know a lot more about all of these things. Would you agree, or do you think that's not true?
I 100% agree. If you want to be great at it, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it's just a part of the offense in certain situations, like it is in a what would it be, a true pro style offense, or what do we call in the
Well, what are the three? I would say the big three offenses in the NFL would be West Coast pro style and Shanahan offense, which is kind of a blend, a
mixture.
It's its own thing, and heavy dominant outside zone boot, play action, screen game offense.
Yeah.
Which I have always been jealous of the offensive lineman in that offense. That looks like a fun one to run, but we're doing all right with Jeff Stalin and the coaches we've had here.
I do not get excited watching those games. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but I think the Shanahan offense strength is run and play action.
100%. So you got to be great at running
the
ball.
This is the new wave. This is the new wave of the NFL. You're seeing these coaches hired everywhere. Whether it's, obviously Kyle Shanahan has been in San Francisco and Atlanta. Now all of a sudden you're seeing all of these guys from Washington, Atlanta, and San Fran being hired all over the league, from Sean McVay, Matt LaFleur. Everybody's after the Shanahan style offense. And I think the big reason for that is the first and second down. And when you're in, they've just been productive. They've been productive at putting up yards and points, and it can mask a lot of things because of the misdirection and way that it attacks a defense. The motions involved in it, the screens, the run game, the pass. It's a very, very balanced offense that can take advantage of a defense in a multiplicity of ways. That being said, though, in areas that they've struggled before is in crucial moments of the game. You've seen Shanahan-style offenses struggle when they need to throw the ball.
They need to.
Sean
like down
McVay
2 scores. Yeah. Down a score late,
Sean
2-minute drive.
Yeah, Sean McVay finally won a Super Bowl this year, this past season. But, it took him a while to get there. And I think a large part of that was, when they were in tight games in the playoffs and things like that, you saw them struggle at times to do drop back protection.
But they still had a guy that had been in an offense that was a huge pass heavy offense. So Stafford has been in.
You're talking about Stafford.
I mean? Yeah. Stafford has been that dude in the I want to say the air raid offense, but he's one of the best to ever do it when you talk airing it out. So they had that guy
50 times a game.
Yeah, they had that guy that's been in that position, that's ran, you know what I mean? A lot of these teams just don't have that quarterback that can just sit back there evaluate the defense and have the big arm to be able to put it anywhere out there on the field. And it's certain when you're in tight games, tight windows, big time moments, you got to be able to be on the money in those kind of situations. And
and that's why you've seen Green Bay and the Rams obviously jump out, but these Shanahan style offenses that are so good first, second down, regular football, but then they also have quarterbacks who have dominated drop back pass and 2-minute drills and can operate that offense their whole careers. The blending of those two of realms and offenses has led to some of the most prolific ones, although the Rams are kind of struggling this year. Didn't do so hot on Monday night, but I got faith that McVay and Stafford and company will get that thing going.
So that leads to the question, are offensive systems built around the QB or are QBs built around the system? There's only one answer. It should be.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a coach and you're not building your system around your players,
what the fuck are we doing?
Coach.
What are we doing?
Yeah, you got to build the system around what the players do well, what their strengths are, where avoid and try and mask what their weaknesses are. You can try and make them better and do things to make them more well-rounded players. But once you're out there on game day, I don't know why anybody would run an offense that's not built around their quarterback. If there's one way to have a bad offense, it's to run it with a quarterback that can't do it. That sounds like a great coach.
What are we doing, man?
Ending that segment, New Heights Stamp of the Week.
Woo!
Who you got, Trev?
I got my guy TJ Hawkinson taking his game to new heights, man. A career best 8 catches for 179 and 2 tubs, man. He was a close game away from winning it, and it's shout out to TJ, man. A guy I got a lot of praise for. I think Detroit doesn't do enough with him. A very versatile guy, both in the run game and in the pass. And it's cool to see him have a career high this week. Who you got?
Yeah, it was a difficult one to choose from this week, but I saw a little clip online, and I knew right away that I had to give this guy some love. My man Garrett Bowles running down, giving max effort down to the 5-yard line, thinks he can jump faster than a man running full speed to catch him. And then mid-jump just, no, this is not going to happen, and falls. Dude, if you have not seen that clip, do yourself a favor. Go to Twitter, Instagram, wherever, TikTok. I don't know where you watch these types of clips. Wherever you choose, check out my man Garrett Bowles. Just tremendous, just unrealistic effort.
He was never getting there, folks.
I think he thought he was in blitz. Like, that's a guy who's played blitz too long. Where
100%. That's a
you hit that B button,
move.
It gets you an extra 5 yards. No, that is a player who is much faster than you, full on sprinting.
Gravity is working against you, player. You leaving your feet is not helping you.
It's not going to make you go faster. Alrighty, we did want to touch on something that happened just last night. Did you catch out the Bobby Wagner hit? Yes. I'm not talking about in the game.
Dude, somebody is going to catch a case doing this, man. And you get a fan streaker, you get a streaker on the field, or somebody flying like.
He wasn't a streaker. This was a pig activist, I think. He was an activist. He was trying to save pig lives, I think. Noble cause.
I'm not gonna lie, I love bacon. So.
Yeah. Either way, fan running on the field. It's happened. We've seen it many a times. This might be the most vicious hit I've seen on a fan in a while. I mean, Bobby is one of the best tacklers in the NFL. When you run onto a field with a guy who just practices tackling for a living, you might get tackled.
It's like that episode of Jackass, man.
Yeah.
When they're with who? Is it Jared Allen? Some
of these linebackers, they just snap into it. Boom! Boo! Shoot the hips! Shoot the guns! Pow! They don't. It's just like second nature.
It's instinct, man.
Yeah. Instincts take over during situations like this. I think it was unbelievable form. I mean, what's interesting is if it happened to a receiver, it's a for sure fine. I mean, he hit his crown directly into the guy's face. that's not even allowed if the game's being played.
You might get ejected for that one.
I not gonna lie, I enjoyed watching every second of it. I feel really bad and hope the guy is okay though.
Hope he's good. Hope he's okay.
Yeah.
But you take that risk. You take that risk when you decide to run on the field. You take that risk.
You think so?
100%.
Like did you know there's cases of like, I'm pretty sure there's cases of like burglars suing house owners when they've broken in and gotten hurt. No, or I'm maybe shooting him, but I know like there's cases where a guy's broken into a house, broke his leg because there's like loose marbles all over the place. I'm kind of making that.
No,
I don't know what the case was.
Way.
I'm telling you.
I hear you. I hear exactly what you're trying to explain, and there's no way that's right.
Yeah,
there's
no
way. It's
wrong. I think it's
you
wrong.
break
too.
into my house.
Yeah, I think it's
break your
ridiculous.
leg doing it. That ain't on me.
I agree. I think it's ridiculous and it's preposterous. So hopefully Bobby's in the clear on this one, and hopefully the activist that ran on the field is okay, and all the other activists watching are not going to try and stop a football game again, or at least when Bobby Wagner's out there.
All right now.
Real quick, Trav. We know it's your birthday coming up.
Yeah.
It's coming up tomorrow when this airs.
Yes, sir.
So
the
in
5th
honor
of October,
your
baby.
birthday, well, in honor of your birthday, you don't know this, but the New Heights team has decided to celebrate by bringing on our first guest. And boy, is it a doozy.
Is this real?
It's real. It's happening. Our first guest is a blockbuster actor, comedian, and, of course, Kansas City Chief fan. I present to you our first New Heights guest, Mr. Paul Rudd.
This guy really is here.
Happy birthday.
That's pretty good,
How
guys.
about that?
Thank you, guys, man. Paul, what's going on, baby?
Man, I'm so excited to crash your podcast.
Dude,
To wish you a happy birthday, Travis.
I'll tell you what, I did not expect you to show up on this screen, man. I love it though, man. I love it though. It's electric, man. Saw you at the first home opener not too long ago. Got to see you and Jack representing the Chiefs as always.
Oh my God. So exciting. It was, it occurred to me, and I've been bringing my kid to Arrowhead since he was 6 years old. That was the first game he's seen where he didn't have to wear like a winter jacket, because we're always there later in the
Christmas
year.
holidays,
It was amazing. It was a beautiful night, and it was a great game, and it was great seeing you. It looks like you're held hostage right now. This is like a hostage. Where are you?
This is my timeout corner.
Nothing on his walls. Yeah.
It's my timeout corner. Yeah. I just I choose not to put the stray jacket on and look like a complete insano, but I'm working on the decor as we speak.
Work harder.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like you're putting in zero work.
Just trying to figure
Jason,
out.
looks like you're kind of. It's like you're getting ready for Christmas.
That's what I'm going for. I'm like a Christmas year-round kind of guy. One day I'll have the white beard. It's coming in quicker than I wish it would. And
we're here.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the three of us in order, and it really is like the beginning of a beard. Travis, you're in the middle. It's like a regular beard, and then your main cabin builders. Over in the
Grizzly Adams over here on the left.
Like that show on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Little do you know, he has some carpenter work in him.
Paul, I can't thank you enough for joining us. How does it feel to be on the #1 sports podcast in the world? And do you feel
one of the world,
nervous?
baby?
Do you feel a little nervous?
Yes, I do feel nervous. Absolutely feel nervous.
How did you two first meet? I've been curious about it because Travis told me you guys are friends, you know each other. How did this originate organically?
Well, I mean, I want to say, I remember when, you joined the Chiefs. I follow everything, and was very excited. And I feel like I kind of got to know you really through Dustin Colquitt, I'd say.
DC, man. Colquitt, baby. Yeah. His holiday parties, and then we did some stuff on camera for a gentleman in the city that I remember he was going through some stuff. But yeah, I think that was definitely the first time we met. It was actually, I think it was at your house.
Yeah,
we did the recording.
Well, you've been to my house. I have a picture of you. I have a picture of you and my mom And it's so funny, the height disparity between you and my mom. There's a picture where it's like I think she comes up right to your belly button.
Not a very tall woman. No. Sweetheart though. Absolute sweetheart.
But she loves you. She loves you. As do I.
My God, man.
This
I appreciate
is
you jumping on, man.
This is it's like you got Peyton and Eli, but now this is the one. This is
the Good Brothers.
The brother duo, yeah.
The Good Brothers.
What's your favorite memory being a Chiefs fan, Paul? Is it the Super Bowl 54? Is it
Yeah. It is without a doubt. I mean, it's honestly one of the greatest moments I've ever had in my life. It's nice when a moment can happen in your life and you're aware that it's one of the greatest moments. And it was during the Super Bowl, and I was with my kid, and he and I were watching it, and we watch every game. We follow everything in the offseason, his whole life. And every year, it's always, look, the team is great. We got a lot to look forward to. Next year, we're going to get them. And when you have that conversation, so many times, it's heartbreaking. And then
I feel you.
We were at that game, and Damian Williams ran around the side.
Woo, baby.
And it was like, oh my God, there's not enough time. And I knew it. And my son turned to me and burst into tears, and I hugged him, and he wouldn't, and I wouldn't let go. And I just said, we just won the Super Bowl. He's crying for 5 minutes, like a lifetime of just pain and joy and everything, like coming out. It was so amazing. And then when he pulled back, he had blood all over his face. He had a bloody nose.
Just squeezed him too hard.
Tears couldn't. Yeah, maybe I crushed him. Tears couldn't contain it. Everything came out, and he's like, "Oh, cool," and he's bleeding. And then I trying to take selfies like just an idiot. And it was honest. It was honestly, that moment was one of the greatest moments of my life. The culmination. I saw you right afterward on the field, and I remember just
bear
hugging you.
Bear hugged you.
Oh. I've got that. By the way, they took it was in. There's a picture of you're hugging Jack and me, and there was a picture of it in the USA Today. I have it framed on my wall because it also says Travis Kelce hugging teammates.
They know you're a part of it, baby. The whole kingdom was on the team that day, man. That was a fun moment.
Oh man, what a thrill!
Memories will last forever.
That was an absolute thrill.
So, Paul, you said earlier also that you were watching this last game Sunday night. Did you happen to see the tight end sneak that the Chiefs ran? And did you see Travis?
With Noah Gray, like when he went
Noah Gray, baby.
But did you see Travis's play acting skills on the side? I don't know if you noticed. Mahomes was looking at him.
Yeah, looking at
Trav had to kind of sell it.
An act of distraction.
Yeah, as a professional actor, how do you grade Travis's
oldest trick
skills?
in the book? A lot of commotion over here. Sneak in the back door. Been working for years.
Yeah.
Been working for years.
It's amazing. Great acting. I've seen you pull that off more than once. It's awesome. That was great. I was overjoyed.
You're the man. No, it always works. 92% play right there is a sneak. QB sneak, man. 92%. Jason did the stats.
Before this was even set up, which is so funny now, my first tweet was 92% of the time it works every time, which of course is one of the most iconic sayings of all time.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's nonsense.
Classic, man.
Do you follow the Eagles at all, Paul?
Yeah. I mean, my gosh, you guys are the number one, the only undefeated team, of course.
Way to reel it back, Paul. Way to reel it back. Not the number one.
You can't be as excited.
Just 4-0.
Not the number one.
Well,
not the number. No, the number one according to the Dan Hanzus power rankings today.
But we have a little bit of a Batman freaking saga going on in Philadelphia right now. Everybody is a type of Batman. Darius Slay, one of the most colorful personalities, said, "No Robins, we're all Batmans." Does Ant-Man feel left out that he's not a part of Philadelphia's iconic Batman thing going on right now?
here's the thing about ants. We're left out of everything. Ant-Man's left out of all of it. I mean, if you go to a store and you just see like, Marvel superheroes across like action figures, they have nowhere to be seen. So I'm used to not being included in any kind of cavalcade.
Damn
All
straight.
Batman is DC. I suppose that, you could really go specific and go, all right, well, that's the DC world, but
separate
enemies.
Realm. Yeah. But, it's all heroic and I get by. I'm not going to be included in Philly's Batman show, but that's all right. How is it in Philly right now? Are they just? I mean, it's got to be so exciting.
It's electric right now out there.
Philly's a good area right now. It's a good town to play football in right now. Where everybody's excited. The buzz is in the air. 4-0. Just played a rain game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, which was brutal. Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun right now. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think Ant-Man might recognize. I might be screw Batman. I'm being Ant-Man. Because Philadelphia is an underdog town, freaking coming from out of nowhere to surprise everybody how great they are. Yeah, I'm in on that.
First game I ever went to in my life was a Philadelphia Eagles game.
Really? Was it in Philly or in Kansas City?
It was in New York. It was the Giants and the Eagles. I was about 5 years old, and my dad took me. And this was way back. And I think back. I mean, Harold Carmichael was playing. Wilbur Montgomery was playing. This is in the 70s, and two memories I have from that game. Okay. One, my mom packed me snacks in a lunchbox, and two, I peed in the parking lot when I left.
Big dog.
Gosh.
Yeah, big dog. Leave your print.
Yeah, I marked. That's right. Left my print. I marked my territory. That's right. You know what I was? Because we had to, my dad was always like, we're going to get out of here and beat traffic. Fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. He goes, don't worry, you'll be in the parking lot. Just be. That's the first time I'd ever done that. So exciting.
Yeah. You're not a part of football fandom if you haven't peed in a parking lot. That's like a rite of passage.
You should feel proud. I feel like that's awesome. The movie Big Daddy made it okay for all kids to pee wherever the fuck they want to piss.
Yeah. It really kind of opened the floodgates.
Do you remember what mom packed you?
No. I imagine there had to have been some carrots in there. I'm sure there were some carrots, and then which
what are you guys growing carrots in the backyard?
No, she probably. I mean, knowing her, she put in so much stuff, like cookies and potato chips and everything else, but and then some carrots because you gotta have something healthy in there,
of course.
And then I would imagine that my dad, she might have thrown in a pack of cigarettes for my dad, Salem's, which I think back then you could just smoke in the stadium.
We're gonna try and be as healthy as possible with my son and try and get this old man out of here as quick as possible with these cigarettes.
Yeah, enjoy the game. Enjoy the game, boys.
That's awesome.
Travis, what are you doing for your birthday?
Oh man, I'm gonna enjoy Kansas City. Probably just go grab some food with friends. Not too much going on out here on a Wednesday or a Thursday. So
right.
Yeah, don't got a lot going on, at least on my birthday. Over the weekend though, I do have my Walk the Walk fashion show for my Foundation 87 and running. So I'm gonna have some fun. I got a lot of family and friends coming in for that one. On Saturday,
nice.
On Saturday night, yep. And a lot of the proceeds help the kids or the underserved kids in the Kansas City and Cleveland communities. Obviously, growing up in Cleveland, so having some fun with that over the weekend, and that'll be all the celebrating I do, man. Getting ready for this Monday night versus the Raiders is where most of my focus is.
Yeah. I mean, really, I guess that's all you really can do.
Once you get into the week of the season, the routines of the season, man, it's hard to kind of get out of those routines. But obviously, times where family and friends come in, you get to relax, and those are the times you get to unwind and have some fun. So this weekend will definitely be fun. But Monday night's a huge game for the division, so don't want to look past that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that is going to be great. God.
Yes, sir.
What
do you got going out there in New York, brother?
You know, I've been what do I have going on? Not much. I'm really
You're chilling right now.
We moved in this new house, so we're trying to get it, kind of seen to, hanging up pictures and all that kind of thing. My kids are in school. My son is getting ready. He's gonna, he's got college coming up around the corner, so we got to go through all of that stuff.
Man,
my daughter's in 7th grade.
He's going into college
man.
now? Golly, I remember when he was putting on medium jerseys, man.
Yeah.
Golly.
I know. It happens fast. It's crazy. No, I mean, that's it. I'm not really filming anything right now, which is nice. I had to film a couple days on, we did another Ant-Man movie. So that comes out in February. And so I had to watch.
Nice.
Can't wait to see it. Cannot wait to see it.
And so it's big. It's going to be bigger than the other ones. It's crazy.
Very cool.
So that was cool. But so I had to go do a couple days on that. But other than that, it's been nice to really just sit and watch a bunch of football. And that's
well,
this is the best time. I mean, October is really the greatest sports month there is. And, and they're going crazy here in New York, obviously, as they should everywhere for, Aaron Judge. And everyone's kind of watching
the
that.
Judge, baby. It's been fun watching him.
And then this overlap of like baseball and football, and it's great.
Then hints of like basketball highlights because they're all starting up. I think the NHL actually starts up October 11th is when their season starts. So everything
Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every Saturdays you can catch some Premier League football and college football. Yeah, it's the best, and it's not
October,
freezing.
baby.
Going on every day.
It's arguably the best month of the year.
I know. Arguably. When's your birthday?
My birthday's in exactly a month from Travis's. I'm November 5th. Trav is October 5th. So I feel like I don't look forward to my birthdays at all anymore.
Jeez,
mainly because guys like Paul Rudd don't call in, and I don't know guys like that. Like
I'll put it on my calendar. I'm not moving. I'm gonna be right here. Maybe I'll have a picture hanging up. That's about the only difference.
We just celebrated my daughter's 3rd birthday, so we're pretty far away from college, but man, it feels like even just 3 years has flown by. So I can't imagine what it's going to be like here. But
yeah. Oh, that's great.
So,
what did you do for her 3rd birthday?
She went to an Eagles game. Went to the Eagles game. We got a huge thing of popcorn from Swoop, the Eagles mascot. I got to see her in the tunnel before I went out. And then afterwards, we came back home. And the highlight of my day wasn't beating the Jacksonville Jaguars. It was eating the pink cake with a green dinosaur on it that my daughter wanted for her 3rd birthday.
Oh,
so
nice.
it was incredible. She's been talking about this pink green dinosaur cake for the last 2 months probably. And when she saw it, it was incredible. So made the day.
It's the best. Did you let her touch Peterson's jacket?
I did not. I have it hanging up though. It was still wet. It's now dry. It is probably my most prized possession at this point, outside of a Super Bowl ring from 52. But I went into the game. I'm like, man, I don't know if he's going to go for this because for some reason I don't do a good job of keeping in touch with my former coaches and everything, or really just former teammates. I'm just bad at that. But right away, like seeing him out there at the field after the game, and I went to him with my jersey that I started the game off with. I'm like, Coach, it would be honor if I could trade this for your jacket. And he looked at me at first. He's like, what are you talking about? Like, what you want my jacket? I'm like, Coach, please, I would be honored to take your jacket. And then he got excited about it and it became a thing. So I was really happy how that went. A little unsure how it was going to go, but
it's a tough position. You put him in a tough position after a loss to be, to get.
I know, but he was, he obviously is upset with the loss, but you could tell, like after me, Lane Johnson, a lot of the guys had come up there. We had so much history together. he was happy to see us, even though the game didn't go his way. And, I mean, he's an iconic Philadelphia coach, first person ever to bring a Super Bowl to the city, got a standing ovation before the game. And to know that I got his rain-soaked, sweat-soaked jacket is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. I mean, it's so proud. He loves you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's mutual. And
what was it like? Can I ask you a question? What was that parade like when you put on the Mummers outfit? I mean, that was iconic.
Iconic.
Yeah.
What was that day like for you?
So, first of all, it was filled with a lot of alcoholic beverages, to loosen me up quite a bit. But
I was shocked. I never would have guessed.
Never would have guessed. Yep. But I forget. One of the front office people looked at me before the day started. He said, "Jason, have fun." I was like, "You know what, man? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have fun today."
Don't you worry about that, sir.
Yeah, we all just like immediately, once the buses got out and we saw how slow it was going, we got off the buses. We were shaking hands with people. That whole Super Bowl run was such a big moment from the city. I mean, you were talking about earlier, Paul, about how being a Kansas City fan and like waiting all these years and like, year after year disappointment. Obviously Eagles fans have been through that for a long time. And to see the overwhelming amount of joy and happiness that it brought people, to see how many people had literally brought together all in that moment at the parade. It's a different feeling than right after you win. Right after you win, it's about you and your team. And then the moment you're at the parade, you realize, oh my gosh, this is it's about so many people that have spent all their lives cheering with family members at the games, at home, spending their Sundays together. And the speech really had culminated. I don't know, man. I couldn't sleep for days after that game. And I'm just thinking about, my own journey, Nick Foles' journey, Doug Peterson's journey. Then it was easy to see the correlation of like the amount of adversity and longing that this city has been for years. And man, it was almost like it had to be said. I didn't really need to write anything down. In some ways, it just felt natural coming out. And, I'm really happy that so many people in Philadelphia were able to share that experience. And man, it was awesome. It really was. It was great.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, it really is. It is the greatest thing that can happen to a city. And especially, for Eagles fans and Chiefs fans, like you say, people that have been waiting a lifetime, like just truly, I mean, decades. And, and when you think of, there's so many people and it's like their relationship with their dad, and then somebody passes away and it's like, that's the first person they think of. It's so enormous. This is what sports can be. It's like, it's
the best.
One of the great, it's the best. One of the great memories I have from after that Chiefs run, Travis, was when I saw that footage of your dad on the sideline.
Oh yeah.
When
Papa Kelce, man.
I watched that. Oh,
those of you that don't know, my dad finally made his way down to the field after the game, as well as my brother did. But he jumped right into my arms, and obviously, it always hasn't been just I don't know. Me and Jason haven't always been that top recruit, that top draft pick. So it's been I don't want to say an uphill battle to prove ourselves, but it's definitely been a fun journey of us working our tails off to get to that mountaintop. And my dad just mentioning how much he loved seeing me in that moment, knowing that we had persevered and got through a lot of stuff. It was awesome. It was awesome to cherish that moment with my dad, knowing that he was always on my side through it all, and he always believed that I could do it.
Yeah, I haven't seen Dad in tears too much. I remember, I'll never forget the moment he found out his mother died.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember him crying in that phone call. And to see him bawling his eyes out, holding his son after he just won the Super Bowl. I mean, I was tearing up, and I'm tearing up right now because it was one of the most,
me too,
like wholesome moments of my existence.
Man,
so,
that's the best.
yeah.
It's the best.
That's Papa Kelce.
I'm there. My son was crying and hugging me. And fathers and sons, and what this game can do. And my God, the pride he must feel. Now it's like 2 Hall of Famers here talking to you, 2 of the best all time.
Thank you for that.
I'm serious, for sure.
You couldn't tell him anything once we got drafted. You sure as hell can't tell him anything now. I can tell you that. But he's very proud, and we're that makes it even more honorable knowing how proud he is of us.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, God knows the entire town of Philadelphia and the town of Kansas City feel the same way. This is my prized possession right here.
Who we got
here? The away, right there.
Yeah, the big 8-7.
There it is.
The crispy white, baby.
Waiting to get framed.
Let's go, man. I love it.
Actually, for my son's birthday, and this is going to come out before his birthday. If anyone talks to my kid, don't tell him.
Yeah, don't let him watch this show. It'll be all right.
Don't let him watch this show.
I know you've been extremely generous with your time, and I think this is probably Travis's new favorite birthday gift he's ever received.
100%, dude. I didn't see. This is the first time I've ever actually been surprised on my birthday. So thank you for just absolutely slapping me in the face and making this awesome, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
Well, I am happy that I get to, crash the Zoom and wish you a happy birthday. It's a thrill for me. You know how crazy I am about you. I am such a huge fan. You are just, one of the, I think, the best of all time, and certainly the importance you have on that team. My God, we wouldn't be here without you. So it's been great getting to know you, and I'm happy I get to wish you a happy birthday. And I guess I'll see you guys in at least a month when I come back to,
That's right. November 5th. Mark the calendar date.
You're the man, Paul. I appreciate you, dude.
Thank you so much. Just finished our conversation with Paul.
How did you guys even pull this off, man?
Yeah. Shout out to the New Heights team. Incredible work setting that up. In some ways, I feel terrible that Paul was my first interview. I made the joke about him being nervous. I've never been so nervous to ask somebody questions in my life. I know you know Paul. I do not know him.
He's so down to earth. He's the best, man. He didn't think anything of it. I promise you.
I feel like I just botched the entire thing. Like, it was my job. I was the only one who knew it was happening.
There was a lot of weight on your shoulders right there.
I was supposed to make sure it happened flawlessly, and I didn't know what to do.
Did you meet him at any of because he's at every single AFC Championship game that we've had at the house?
I've seen him multiple times in the stadium with his family, and never have said
Just
anything
didn't
to
want to bother
him.
him.
Yeah. I mean, that guy gets bothered so much. Like, even the 60% of the time it happens like, how many times has he heard that joke? I mean, I just feel so terrible. I think I made a joke about his mom giving his dad cigarettes.
No, that's not making the show. There's no way we're letting this show.
Please don't. I've never felt more awkward in my life.
Dude,
it was a good thing he was such a good sport. No, here's who killed it. Paul killed it. He saved the whole thing. He knew. I mean, he's a pro. This guy's a pro.
Pro's pro.
He's done how many interviews in his life? He saved the entire thing. So thanks for coming on the show, Paul, and being my first interview, my brother's first interview on our show, New Heights.
Thank you, Paul, special. Man. That was I'm still speechless, man. I could barely even talk during the interview because I didn't even know what to do, man. What a guy, man.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't see any of that coming, and I'm not the one for surprises. So thank you.
All righty, let's go look ahead to Week 5. We got Raiders at the Chiefs. What do you guys think? Divisional rivalry, Monday Night Football.
Get fired up, man. Get fired up, baby. Chiefs Raiders. Legendary divisional rival. I get fired up for every single one of these games, man, ever since my rookie year until now, especially when you get to play on a Monday night and both teams are great teams. Raiders trying to, prove that they are that team, which I think they have all the pieces to be one of the best teams in the league. And, at times have shown that they can be very dominant on both sides of the ball. So it's going to be a fun matchup. I always toy around with the Raiders fan base and let them know how good I've got the Raiders in my career. I'm definitely biting my tongue against this defense. I'm not going to say too much, but I always have fun with those Raiders fans, man. They're very passionate, and they make it known whenever I see them that they're Raiders fans.
There you go. I played in the old Raiders stadium back when they were the Oakland Raiders that got to witness firsthand the oh my gosh, the black zone. What's it called? The
black hole, baby.
The black hole.
The old
I don't know why I just
Coliseum
called
out
it the black
there.
zone. You want to talk about some good trash talkers? That was a lot of fun.
That's why
they're
I have so
they're
much
right
fun.
on top of you.
That's
They're
why
right
I
on
have
top
so
of you.
much fun talking to them. You know what I mean?
Well, now they play in Las Vegas though.
Still the same fan base though. Still the same.
That stadium
fan base.
is nowhere near the same environment as the Oakland.
No,
you were playing on a baseball field,
dude.
There's no way it's the same.
Epic. That was epic though. That
epic.
baseball
It
field
was a travesty that they allowed that to happen.
Dude,
guys have you have dirt all over your legs, like it's like
I still have skin coming in from when I got dragged across the infield in that game.
There's no way that surface was safe.
There's no way, man. It was honestly like when baseball players slide on it, they're in the middle of like almost every other inning, like watering the dirt so that it's not as hard. You know what I mean? Like in
baseball
football,
players
they
have
just let it dry out.
You have completely different cleats. Baseball players don't even wear the same cleats.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
That's too funny.
It's pretty crazy. Well, either way, they don't play on that now. The new stadium
Looking
Looking forward to seeing what they come with.
My
daughter is losing her goddamn mind.
Eagles at Cardinals going to the desert,
in
my
AZ.
friend.
Yeah, we just played a game in freezing conditions that was wetter than any game I played in a long time. And now we're going to go to the desert and play in 92-degree heat. Talk about
bring your
some
chapstick.
differences here.
It's going to be dry.
It is a dome. Great grass. I love the Arizona Stadium. I really think they did a great job with that one.
Yeah. I
Cardinals, they've been really good. They were really good this past week. They've kind of been hot and cold a little bit, but it seems like they're playing well right now. Get to play against my former buddy Zach Ertz.
Ertzy.
It'll be great to see him.
He had a great week last week.
He did. This is my third week in a row playing a former Eagles Super Bowl era teammate or coach. So yeah, it'll be great to see Zach. I'm happy he's out. He's doing well out in Arizona, and hopefully we can go out there and beat him.
You doing a jersey swap with him? I mean, it's got to be.
I mean, probably.
It's got to be a jacket swap. You got a jacket swap with everybody.
No. Jacket swap is reserved for. Well, really, it's reserved for Doug Peterson, but coaches as well. That's a coaching thing. I think I can't swap. We're going to swap jerseys. I hope. If Zach, there's going to be a lot of people asking for Zach though too. I had to fight for Carson's. We'll see if I can get Zach's as well.
Trap game?
I don't think it's a trap game. I think the Cardinals are a good team. They're the home team, and we better show up.
Yeah, they got their fearless leader back in J.J. Watt. He's always a handful. I think he's playing more inside than a DN now. Have you played against him since he's been out in AZ, or you probably haven't played him a lot in your career because he's in the AFC?
Yeah, I played him in Houston quite a bit more when he played inside. I played him 1 year when he was in AZ, where he's played more of a defensive end spot rather than 3-tech. Obviously, tremendous player, talent, skill set. So, yeah, we got to be geared up. Shocker, another week, another great defensive line. Man, it sure is fun playing offensive line, but, we got to,
fire up, baby.
Yeah, we got some good play. We got some good guys too. So I'm looking forward to it. This is a big one for us.
You know it.
Well, that's it, folks. That about wraps up our 5th episode. Is that
that's all we got for you. 5 episodes in, baby. Number 1 in the world. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. 5th episode done. New Heights happen every Wednesday during the season. Watch and subscribe on YouTube to the New Heights channel, and you can follow us anywhere you use social media.
Once again, thank you to Paul Rudd for stopping in and being the first guest and surprising me for my birthday, man. One of the best birthday gifts I've ever gotten.
That was awesome.
And once again, New Heights is a Jukes original presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment. Follow the show on all social medias at New Heights Show. for fun clips throughout the week. And thanks to our production crew every single week for getting us set up and helping us have fun and just cut it loose on here. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for tuning in.